Hey YouTube, what's going on? It has been a while, long time no see. I am finally home. As you can see, you're back in the game on. The beard, a little bit out of control, obviously, here. I was gone for an entire month, so that's why, we're looking like this. And I didn't post any videos. But like I said, I'm back. We're talking about Last Shelter. Obviously, as the title indicates, as the thumbnail, as everything indicates, we're talking about the new heroes. There are 2 new combat heroes and 1 new development hero. But before that, I just want to say, hopefully, you guys had a great, winter holidays, and if you didn't celebrate anything over the holidays, hopefully, you had a good end of 2021. Now we're in 2022. Big exciting things for all of you, I hope, for me as well. But let's jump into the video. So we have this new development hero, like I said, Starburst. She's kind of the Hopeness Lab hero. I might talk about her. I'll probably talk about her at the end, just because there's no APCs to talk about. There's no Hopeness Lab, nothing like that. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about Tuner and Diver. Now, it might be in 2 different parts. The video might be 2 different parts, or maybe even 3 parts, just depending on kind of how long it takes. We'll see. I've done my very, very best to not look at these heroes at all. So I don't know any of their skills, so it'll be a legitimate first look. What do I think of these heroes? And then, as always, we can kind of go back and compare. Now, the last 2 heroes that we did, it was fairly accurate with kind of what we thought we would see, and kind of how they ended up affecting the meta. So I still know the hero meta because nothing really has changed. There's nothing that dramatic of a change. So, even though I haven't been playing Last Shelter for the last season, it's still nothing really is new in that department, in sort of the APC department. So first, let's talk about them. So we have Tuner, Harland, and Diver Saoirse, I believe is how you pronounce this, Saoirse. I don't know, there's some Irish or like Scottish or whatever singer who I think spells her name like this, and she pronounces it Saoirse. So I don't know, I'm going to say Saoirse, or Diver, or whatever. Don't come at me if I'm pronouncing that incorrect. I'm sorry for all the Irish people out there. But anyway, first thing first, most importantly, let's talk about the looks, because that's what we care about here. I like Diver. I like Saoirse. Like 85% of it is because of this little octopus character guy thing that she's got next to her. It's just cute. So, big bonus points. Other than that, I don't know. I'm not familiar with like what she comes from. 99%, if not 100% of the heroes all come from some other, media form. So I'm sure she's from a video game or comic book or movie or something. So let me know who this is, or who you guys think it is, likeness of this character. She has like a weird Tron suit too, so I don't know. And then we have Tuner, Harland. I mean, he just kind of looks like a young, I don't know, Swedish boy or something. He's got a nice movie camera thing going here with like these speakers. I'm not really sure what that's all about. Some Beats. He's got some Beats by Dre headphones, some wireless. What are these? The Apple AirPod Pros? I don't know. He's okay. Nothing really to say. He doesn't really fit in with the like overall design theme of Last Shelter, but other than that, I guess he's fine looking. I don't know. He looks kind of weak, unlike me. So he's a support vehicle hero. Diver's a support archer hero. So they're basically both support heroes. So people, there's not, well, potentially there could be a brand new hero, but just from looking at the fact that they're both support. It doesn't look like it'll change too much of the meta, at least upon first glance. So let's dive right in. Like I said, I haven't looked at these skills at all, so it will be a first take. So I might take some seconds or a minute to actually formulate the thoughts. So we're going to talk about Tuner. We'll see how long we get. We'll talk about the APCs and maybe potential Hopeness Lab stuff. Obviously, we don't know until we actually get them released and we can test, but we'll do our best. So Dictator normal as always. His second ability, adjust frequency. First 3 turns increase all friendly squads might by 50% with a 100% chance to become immune to control effects. Okay, I mean that's pretty good. 50% might is not bad for all friendly squads. That includes himself. And then they're all immune to CC for 3 rounds. Not bad, especially because some CC, occurs at round 0 or within the first 3 rounds. So it's definitely not a bad skill. A lot of the heroes that we find nowadays, though, a lot of the carry heroes and the support heroes generally aren't super affected by CC anymore. It used to be the case where the biggest carry heroes would get absolutely decimated by control effects or by CC. Now they don't. So it's still a nice add, and the 50% might is probably more important. So yeah. 50% resistance, 50% might, so normal stuff. His 5th ability, high frequency movement. A prep skill meaning it happens at round 0, so right before the battle actually takes place, this will occur. For the first 3 turns, okay, so again, 100% chance to increase the frequency of all friendly squads' normal attack by 1. Okay, so that just means they're all going to basic attack twice in the first 3 turns, and 50% of damage taken is delayed until the 4th turn. All right, this isn't huge. This is essentially what Hunk's ability does and what Glutton does. So it means, if let's say you get attacked by Death Rider, right, and it's going to do 5,000 damage. What's going to happen is it's going to and you're within these first 3 turns. You'll only take 2,500 damage, and then at turn 4 you're going to take 2,500 damage again, right? So you're not. So people with Hunk were very, very confused because they thought he was taking like double the damage. That's not the case. It's just delaying the second point of damage. What can happen with heroes like this is on turn 4, they get a huge chunk of damage, right? Because you're just delaying the damage that you would have taken from turn 1, 2, and 3, and then it's all coming on 4th. Unless it's something where it insta kills you basically from full health, it's a benefit to have it delayed. So, long story short, it's a good thing. The second part is a good thing in 99% of cases, but it's nothing major, especially because he's a support hero. So, he's not really dealing damage, so the amount of troops isn't going to affect his damage or anything like that, so it's not a huge thing. But 100% chance to increase the frequency of all friendly squads' normal attacks. That means they're all going to basic attack, so we can pretty much see that he's going to be another basic attacker support hero. So we kind of already know the carries that he's at least it seems like he'll fare well with, Nomad, Huntress, Ivan, etc. His 6th ability, increased vehicle damage, 15%. That's pretty useless, because the reason why this is useless is because the 6th ability only affects his squad, and he's not really doing any damage. So the fact that there's 15% increased vehicle damage is pretty useless. Yeah, I think I probably would have liked, I don't know, health or something is a little bit more useful. This is basically entirely useless, unless his 8th ability does a ton of damage. Vehicles gain 40% might in the formation, meaning all 3 squads are going to gain that might if they're vehicles. And then his 8th ability, increased damage taken by all enemy squads by 10%. The enemy squad with the lowest troop power will receive an extra 20% damage. Okay, so not bad. 10% isn't a lot, though. 10% damage is quite small. If you think about it, Ivanov's gives him 80% boosted damage. So, 10% is that won't be a huge factor. The enemy squad with the lowest troop, 20% damage is definitely a bigger draw, I guess. But it doesn't really seem like this is great. Overall, this hero is kind of lame. It's from the looks of it, it's a worse Anna, right? So basically, you're just gonna use this character as you would use for Anna. Generally, with vehicles is gonna be the kind of the way to go. But maybe we'll see him with Nomad or something like that. However, we've basically been asking for another Anna for a long time because you need Anna in multiple different formations, right? So Nomad basically kind of lost any use because Anna was being used in other formations, right? We have Cyclone Anna Ivan, for example. And if you're using that, then obviously you can't use Nomad with Anna, right? Or with Huntress. So it's not a bad thing that there's kind of an Anna 2.0, but it honestly seems like he's an Anna 0.75. I guess we'll see. The 100% chance is better than Anna's, I believe, and that he increases might by 50, and potentially if they're vehicles, it's by 90 because plus 40. So not too bad, but it kind of just seems like he's going to be used with Ivan, or Huntress, I guess, or like I said, potentially Nomad, but I would probably just use Anna with Nomad instead, and then use this guy, maybe Cyclone, Tuner, Ivan, right? So that's kind of what it seems like for now. Kind of lame, at least in terms of new variety character design. But yeah, a very very simple hero. I mean, we're pretty much going to know how to use them. We'll see which carry he does best with. I at this point I can't really tell. Huntress. It's Huntress, Nomad, and Ivan, and we might even see Anna and Tuner going together in the same squad. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, right? But something like Tuner, Prophet, Huntress certainly won't be a terrible squad by any means. Or, Tuner, what he does is he gives 100% for 3 turns. So, yeah, I guess we'll see. But again, it'll be a fairly easy. We kind of understand how this character works, right? It doesn't seem like that important. All right, so overall, what am I going to rate Tuner? Well, in terms of creativity, fairly low. The character design, I'm not sure where he's from, so whatever. But in terms of actual gameplay creativity, pretty low. We've had auto attacking buffing heroes for a very long time. Anna's season 3 hero. That was two or 3 years ago when she was released, and yeah, he's basically just Anna 2.0. They even do a similar thing where it's like in the beginning of the round, they're increasing auto attacks. It might be interesting to see him do it at the end of the round. I don't know. I mean, that's obviously worse because you take more damage, so you're going to be dealing less damage. But I mean, it might just be interesting in the sense of it's new and it's fresh, and so maybe we can have some different combos, but. In terms of creativity, pretty low. I'm going to say like a 1.5 out of 5. I mean, honestly, a 1 out of 5. I'm comfortable doing that. How good do I think he is? Well, Anna right now is really, really, really necessary. She's not like a good hero per se, but it's just the fact that some of these carries are so good amplifies Anna, and Tuner is going to be the same thing. I think it's pretty safe to say that he will always have a place. Maybe not always, but he will have a place in any APC. Whether or not he goes in the top 5 is the next question, but I assume he is going to. So I think a 3 out of 5 is generally where I'm going to consider him. Potentially a 4 out of 5, and that's not necessarily because he is good. Again, it's just because the carries are so good lately that he might be all right. He basically, like, the reason why I'm giving him a 3 out of 5, he has nothing to combat Flare by any means. He has nothing to combat Death Rider, and he has nothing to combat Scorpion or Huntress or Ivan, other like a Cyclone, Anna, Cyclone, Ivan, for example. He has nothing to combat any of those heroes. So is he that much better than those squads? I don't know. I'd be hard to see that happening, which is why I'm going to give him a 3. I think you'll use him, but is he going to change the meta? I don't see how. I could be wrong. Sometimes I am. All right, well, that's about it on this guy, on Tuner. I'm going to cover Diver in the next video, so stay tuned for that. I kind of wanted to give him a little bit shorter than I normally do so that easily shared and whatever, easily digest the content. Let me know what you guys think about this hero. I know people were basically saying another Anna. So I mean, yeah, it's kind of basic to me. Give me out of 5. You guys tell me the rating. We'll see if you guys are more accurate than I am at the end when we actually test them and at the end of the season. If you are, congratulations. If you're not, suck it. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Wake up, early mornings, late nights, hopping on a different flight. What's the meaning of life, ayy? Wake up, same-ish, different day. Make a wish, call it pray. Am I sick, am I okay, ayy? Stay up